Hello and welcome to Ross's Movie Reviews, and this is part 2 of Star Trek The Motion Picture. Here's a good example of what I said as far as the special effects and showcasing them and everything. This scene right here when they enter in this massive cloud to get to V'ger is just an absolute. It's an amazing piece of footage in science fiction. In the science fiction genre. I've never seen anything like this as far as in a Star Trek movie. I've never seen anything like this be recreated again. I mean, you have special effects that are like digital special effects and stuff like that, but I don't think I'll ever see anything as incredible as this. I mean, this is probably, the only thing that saves this movie, I think, is just this showcase of all these special effects. Because even though there are too much of them, you can't take your eyes off of them. You're continuously wanting to know what's going to happen next as far as their experience goes. And that's the only thing that keeps this movie from being, a sleeper, because there is no action in this, hardly. There is nothing. If you want action, you need to see Star Trek 2. I mean, you're going to get your amazing battle scenes, and you're going to get your amazing face-off with Khan and Kirk and stuff like that, incredible phaser battles and stuff like that. This is not, if you're looking for that, then this is the wrong movie for you. This is more, like I said, a showcase movie. And boy, does it ever. I mean, look at this. The special effects are absolutely amazing in this. And where would I place this in the Star Trek continuum? I would place it as a good start. It made the franchise, it did what it was supposed to do. It made the franchise widely more popular. It made fans that weren't really into Star Trek, it made them get a little bit more interested in it. Maybe not as much as for and the 2009 Star Trek, but it did its job in making fans interested in Star Trek coming to the screen. Now they wanted to see more movies. They wanted to see more movies. And Paramount was more to oblige. I mean, there's 11 movies in the entire series, and they were more than to oblige the fans with more movies. Some of them were good. Some of them were very good. Some of them were mediocre. We'll get to those later. But this movie, I would probably say they have this whole entire thing. Okay, let me talk about the even and the odd thing. All right, they had this whole entire myth in these movies that the odd ones, this war against the even and the odd ones in this series, in this movie series. Yes, some of the even ones are not good. Star Trek 1, this one's, like I said, more of a showcase movie. The Star Trek 3, more of a personal movie about Spock. Star Trek 5, God knows what that was, but it was a mess, whatever it was. It wanted to be a comedy caper, but nope, didn't happen. It wanted to be an exploration movie, but nope, didn't happen. Star Trek 7 was supposed to bring the two captains together. Didn't work out, wasn't very good. In my opinion, was very weak. They could have used them a lot better in that movie. And then you have Star Trek 9, which was, it was bad. It was not very good. I did not like the whole, nature thing of it, and the, trying to rescue the people, these nature people that had immortality, trying to rescue that. But then you had the breaking spell of the even things with Star Trek 11. That was an amazing movie. Star Trek the movie. It was incredible. It was an amazing movie, and it really did beat the even thing. Personally, I don't mind Star Trek 3. I thought it wasn't that bad of a movie. I don't mind Star Trek 1. I thought this isn't that bad of a movie. It's just it has some flaws to it. And if you overlook those flaws, then you'll find that this is an enjoyable movie. I don't mind Star Trek 5. It's fun to watch them mess up on the Star Trek series. What the hell, I mean, it's funny to watch William Shatner direct his first movie, Whatever, I guess he I don't know. We'll talk about it in Star Trek 5, but sum this up, alright? Like I said, if you can overlook all the flaws of this movie, which there are a few, you will find that this movie is enjoyable. And I should mention that if you watched Seventh Heaven, you know who this guy is, the guy that they just showed. Stephen Collins from Seventh Heaven. It had stars like that in here. Star Trek had a lot of, stars in this series and in the movies that you recognize, from later on. Like, for instance, Star Trek 2, Kirstie Alley, So it had that in it, too. There was a lot of star power, a lot of star potential in those. It made Chris Pine an overnight star, playing the young Kirk in the new movie. So, this plot line is very complex in this. I mean, you really have to follow the movie very well. So, in summing this up, I would probably say that I would put this as probably about my 6th favorite movie out of the series. And, this was, like I said, it was a good start for the Star Trek series. It was a very good start. And it paved the way for an entire genre that would last over 30 years, as far as the movies go. Paved the way for several new series, including Star Trek The Next Generation, that did get its screen time, starting with Star Trek Generations. And Star Trek will always be with us. No matter whether you like it or not, whether you love it or not, whether you live it or not, it will always be with us. It's lasted for 40 years. It's going to last for another 40 years. So, I hope you enjoyed this review. Like I said, this was a good start, and this is also the longest Star Trek movie in the whole entire franchise. So, I hope you enjoyed the review, and thank you for listening.